So I happened to see a great testimony of Jeff Fenholt. He was in Black Sabbath, and apparently he died. And it was one of the best testimonies that I've ever seen. And I have to say, I mean, he was live, and he actually said that somebody's laughing and they are total distraction. But there's something wrong with me. No, there's everything wrong with pretend a lot narcissist. He lied viciously to me. Horrifying entity. So I have to say that Jeff Fenholt, 3 years ago, it says mine. Yeah, they're wrong. Sometimes it could be 4 or 5 years. I don't know when he died. Jeff Fenholt, live YouTube video. He says that Jesus loves everyone. No, absolutely not. Jesus never ever loved Hitler, Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy, any serial killer, any Charles Manson. In fact, Charles Manson, he went to visit Charles Manson, Jeff Fenholt. Charles Manson certainly wasn't saved, didn't know Jesus at all, but he was like led to go there, and he said he was like had to wait an hour and a half to see that asshole, to see that demonized person. I didn't get anything out of it. I mean, it's just like, okay, whatever. Seen one of the worst entities on the planet. Why bother? And that's what I had to say about. So, Jesus, there's a lot, this whole world's a lie. So, Jeff Fenholt believes that Jesus loves everyone. Well, certainly not Charles Manson that he visited, and certainly not pretend a lot narcissist who completely destroyed my trust in anyone, or completely destroyed any of my faith until now about my Jesus. Because he's such a fake piece of shit asshole who almost destroyed me entirely. Just awful. A child molester rapist. It's fucking horrifying. And you never ever guess it, because he's the ugliest old man, and I'm talking about his horrifying spirit. He's just an entity. Just legion of demons. Just like Charles Manson, raised Charles Manson from the dead and have pretend a lot narcissists right next to him, and Jeffrey Dahmer, and what the fuck's the difference between any of them? They're just super, super evil entities. But they're really good liars, Ted Bundy was a really good liar. Serial killer. Awful. And I'm 53 years old, and he, pretend a lot narcissist, hurt me so bad that I kept on saying 2019 for over a year now. It was 2020 that he attacked me so viciously, so bad, that in 1 month's time, being forced to be around this entity, I wanted to kill myself. That's how evil. And you can't say pure evil. You really can't. All right, it's raining. Beautiful rain. You cannot. Pure has nothing to do with evil. So just dark evil. Just ugly, dark evil. He's a Satan himself. Charles Manson is Satan himself. So I was really surprised that Jeff Fenholt said, Jesus died for everyone. Certainly not pretend a lot narcissist or Charles Manson. And Jeff Fenholt should know that his Jesus, my Jesus, did not die for Charles Manson. Should be pretty obvious to him. But the world lies to you. And the world tells you that Jesus died for everyone. No, not for Charles Manson. And, he should have known that. But, and Brian Welsh, I should have got into his testimony. I never did. From Korn. So, I mean, like unexplainable, testimonies of, heavy metal bands. Like, oh, really, really bad shit. Like, yeah, it's very unlikely that someone's going to change. Very, very unlikely. And I still will always say the earth is hell. Because I've been through it. And I still don't understand why pretend-a-lot narcissists never, ever had to be held accountable for all that hell that he created in my life. And it's a hell of a lot. It's awful. I can't say one good thing about pretend-a-lot narcissists. Just because he was that awful to me, just attacking me left and right and left. I'm still friends with one of his friends. He has an evil influence over my friend. He's like, well, what? Why doesn't her children want to see her? Because it's been 18 fucking years, you piece of shit. 18 years, eh? I mean, but he never cared about children in his life. He's a child molester. He doesn't care about anyone. He certainly doesn't care about himself. I mean, whatever. I'm just being real. And, just to have, somebody, like, pinpoint you and just crush you in every way and erase you. And he watches every single fucking video I have. He's a fucking nut. He was obsessed with me. Trying to kill me in every way possible. Like, it doesn't matter if I would die today. I know Jesus, and I'm not gonna, like, ever... Earth is hell to me, so I'm a different Jesus person. Earth is hell. And I really don't think, my all-loving God would have an eternal hell. Why the hell would my God want to see ugly pretend-a-lot narcissists and Charles Manson and Jeffrey Dahmer and Hitler screaming and dying and being tormented in hell? I certainly, what the hell? Just fucking eliminate them. Just, you're gone. Like, you don't exist. Because who the hell wants to see that shit for eternity? Seriously. Oh, there's an eternal hell. Pretend-a-lot narcissists screaming in hell forever. No. Why? Fucking ridiculous, really is.